So, the real question is, are you a good witch or a bad witch? Hello fellow Aussians and welcome to the channel. Today we're looking at another piece from the Franklin Mint. This limited edition porcelain figurine, Are You a Good Witch or a Bad Witch, was released by the Franklin Mint. And just like all of the other Franklin Mint pieces that I've shown so far on the channel, this one also comes in that same standard white styrofoam. This would have, of course, had an outer white box around it. I do not have that. I only have the styrofoam. And this figurine is a little more special than our other figurines in that there are 3 separate pieces that make up this particular one. Obviously, we have the base here, which features most of our main scene, but there are 2 other accessories. One of them is the detachable snow globe, which we have seen before on a couple of the other releases. This time, we get Glinda inside her bubble. And that gets placed right over here. Our other accessory is Dorothy's basket, which has been carved completely separately. It's not wicker, in case you're wondering. It is still resin, just like the rest of this. But it is very nicely done. And this just slips right over that little bouquet of flowers onto Dorothy's arm. This is the only Franklin Mint piece from this collection that focuses on Glinda. So if you were interested in picking up pieces that are more or less related to certain characters, if you're looking for one that's about Glinda, this is definitely one to go and find. This is one of the few times in Wizard of Oz merchandise where Dorothy is not wearing her ruby slippers. She is wearing her black shoes from Kansas. And like how I always talk about, I like a little variety in my Wizard of Oz collection, and it's cool to see Dorothy depicted with different footwear. And those ruby slippers, they're still here on the figurine, although, that's all that's left of the Wicked Witch of the East. The details on this are just as superb and detailed as all of the other Franklin Mint pieces that we have seen. I especially love all of the different roof tiles that they have on the house and that yellow brick road. The flowers, it all looks really, really good. They went to so much work to create that gingham jumper for Dorothy's dress. It's really impressive. And just like our other figurines, on the bottom of this one, it does feature that same plaque that tells us the name of this figurine. But the only difference between this one and the other ones that we've looked at is that this one does not include that lovely felt on the bottom of this. So you are definitely going to be scratching some things up with this one potentially. So definitely watch out for that if you're going to pick up this figurine. Other things that are also going to be issues is definitely going to be this water globe. And interestingly, I got this one and it was still sealed in the box. So even with it being sealed in the box, it has condition issues. And that's just the nature of water globes. They're not going to last. I also think that Glinda's a little skewed on the inside. I think she's dipping to the back. So mine's got some condition issues. It definitely doesn't detract overall from the beauty of this figurine though. And since mine was brand new, it had its original paperwork. I know, y'all are gonna get real excited about this stuff. So it comes with this certificate, which looks like a little book, and it opens up and gives you a cute little description of the figurine, replaying the scene from the film. And then the last piece is this little letter from the Franklin Mint, thanking you for purchasing a figurine from them. I'm not sure we've seen this before with the other videos because my other ones didn't have all their paperwork with them. So this one, since it was brand new, actually had everything. So for those of you that like that kind of thing, all of them should have this envelope with those 2 pieces with it. And if you wanted to add this to your collection, how easy is that going to be for you? Unfortunately, out of the 8 pieces in this collection, this one is one of the rarer ones. And I believe this was one of the later ones, if not the last one. Not sure about that, but I definitely know it was one of the later releases. And with later pieces like these from a collection, what typically happens is the ones in the beginning of the collection are bought at a very wide scale versus the ones near the end that are typically not bought as much. And I think this one suffers from that same case. So it's gonna run you a little more than some of the other ones that we've been looking at. It certainly ran me a little bit more. Even with the condition issues, still ran me a lot. So expect to pay around $100 for this one. If you can get it under that price, I think you're getting a really good deal. What do you think of the Franklin Mint pieces? Do you really like them? And do you collect them? Let's have a discussion down in the comments section. And if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.